So yeah, let's see what he plays. This is the best of 3 Hex Realms tournament. Alright, so he's running mill. That's kind of sucky, but it's okay. And that's an okay starting hand. Like, I've got 2 cantrip effects there, and I've got thresholds remit 4 resources. That's good. You know, obviously I'll keep this. Obviously. Right, so, I mean, the mill could be annoying. If he mills any important creatures, though, I do have Call to the Grave. Unless, of course, he mills those. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I mean, I like this deck. It's been pretty... Oh, sorry, you are right. That is not... I was mistaking the... Yeah, you are right. That's not the mill champ. That is the +3. So he's probably an aggressive deck, which is okay. This deck does do well against aggression. So, if he is aggression, I mean, generally you'll do poker. So maybe he's just doing the +3 and he's going to have stuff like, whatchamacallit, I can't remember the name, Falconer guy, that works nice on him. I mean, there's plenty of stuff that +3 works really nicely on. So he's, oh, okay, so he's probably doing Diamond Ruby, and he's going to have that OP, well not OP, but I mean a lot of people say he's OP, the 3-cost Diamond creature, the flyer with Steadfast, Life Drain, and Flight. You know, it's 3/2, so then you could give it an extra 3 damage, and then, oh boy, that'll be pretty nasty. So yeah, especially since you could, I mean, it does cost 5, you know, it's going to take a while till he gets to that charge power. But if I can't deal with the flyer, which I don't have too much, honestly, in this deck that can deal with it. I have lifesteal of my own with Blood Auras and that, but yeah, this could be pretty nasty if he gets that combo. All he needs is, okay, so he's already going to get an extra 1 damage on that flyer if he's running it. I'm pretty sure he will be. So that's not good. Not good. So obviously I'll play out my Sensei here just to stop him from attacking for 2, because he's not going to want to lose that. But yeah, if he gets a diamond next turn followed up by that flyer, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Unless I like top deck a murder or something. Because that would be really dangerous, like having a 4/2 flyer, that's got Life Drain with Steadfast. That would be pretty nasty and put me on a pretty quick... Why is it sinking already? Oh my god, we haven't done anything! God damn it. Dagnammit. Blocks are completely frozen, but yeah, I mean, generally it does recover. So I'll just wait a bit. While I wait, I'll just Alt-tab, listen for the noise. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so we're going to restart. This is definitely bugged. Wait till... So let's go again. Hopefully I end up with an okay hand. It's not wanting to send. Let's try that again. But yeah, I mean, he probably had a decent hand as well. So hopefully I don't get screwed. Because that was a pretty nice hand. Where the hell? Challenge. There we go. Ah, what? What? Unavailable in my ass. Come on. There we go. Alright. Yeah, the syncing is really annoying when it takes a long time. Alright, so 2 resources, that's good so far. This is looking pretty good. That's probably better than what I had last game, honestly. Because I had 2 murders. God damn it. Dog hairs everywhere. Alright, so I'll keep this. I get the sensei. Yeah. Sensei can then buff the... I mean, the root dancer can buff the sensei if he lives long enough. Which is good, because I actually like buffing the sensei. Because Call to the Grave, bring him back. Not only do I get him back on the board, I get the cantrip effect again. So it actually works really nice. And that's one of the reasons why I actually run 2 scouts instead of 4. Because I don't mind buffing the senseis. So your opponent will be like, I don't want to kill sensei. Then you make it big, they're like, well, I have to, so they kill it. And then you bring it back, and then, potentially they could have more removal and kill him again, but, that's why you don't just keep buffing the one dude. But yeah, I mean, it works pretty nice when you've got Call to the Grave. Even if you do want to just buff the one dude. As long as you've got, if you've got Call to the Grave in hand, then buff the one dude, go for it if you want. So they have to remove it. So I've got a scout now as well. So, oh, there's a Call to the Grave. Beautiful. That's a beautiful start. So now the question is... No, there's no question. Obviously I'll play a scout. Followed by the root dancer and hopefully a resource. And hopefully he doesn't have like heat wave or any of that nasty stuff. But yeah, this is a pretty good position I'm in now. All I need now is another blood, and then I'll be able to murder stuff. And he hasn't hit Ruby yet, which is good. I mean, he still might get that flyer out I was talking about last time. Another root dancer. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so obviously I'll play the resource, and yeah, I'll play the... Do I want the root dancer though? Nah. That way I can keep him in hand, potentially. Anyway, so I'll bring out the scout. So that way he burns and stuff, he'll have to use a heat wave, which will be good, if he gets a ruby here. I won't bring out the battle hopper just in case of something like that. But yeah, if he has a heat wave, that'll be a very nice trade for him. He'll kill my skirmisher here, which used to be called scout, now he's a skirmisher. But yeah, that will be pretty sucky. But I mean, based on what he did last, the game before, he played out a spell shield. Spell shield's so good, so strong, such a strong effect. There's very little that deals with it. Like, he would have to use a heat wave in his colours. There's nothing else really, besides combat. Killing it in combat. There's really nothing. His clock's gone down to 0. Oh, this is really gonna suck. I have such a good hand. If this bugs out, I'm gonna be so sad. I don't know if he's... I mean, he should be streaming this. I mean, I'm pretty sure he should... Let's have a look at the streamer list. There's a bunch of people streaming. I don't see his name, but I don't know what his streamer name is, so... Oh, good. It did come back. Woohoo! That's good. So, I mean, if he has a heat wave, if he plays Ruby and does a heat wave, that'll be disappointing. If he plays a diamond, or if he plays a Ruby, he might bring out a 3-drop, like that 3/2 flyer, which he would probably do, if depending on, let's see what he does, obviously. But I'm in a pretty good position here. So, is he... Oh, he's resource screwed by the looks of it. So, that's... That's not good for him. Not when I have such a good hand. If I draw a resource here, this is going to be over very quickly. Because even if he kills the... Even if he's able, which he can't, not in a diamond, he can't just kill this when I try to play it. So So he's not going to kill it this turn, so I'm going to play this if I get the resource and then buff that, and that'll be over. Because this guy will be out of range of dying to Heatwave, which I really doubt my opponent's running anyway. Not to mention I can just attack in and make him a little bit bigger. So I got another call to the grave, so yeah, I might as well bring out a Root Dancer. And yeah, I mean, unfortunately I don't have a resource to then play, which would be really nice, but not a big deal. Because even if this does die, I bring it back, put it back into play. If he does a Heatwave, that would be really nice for him. Like that would, as I was saying, but I really doubt, based on the fact that he did a Ruby Pyromancer in the game that froze, very unlikely he's going to be running Heatwave. He's just throwing away another troop. So he's going to be probably troop heavy, Inspire deck, Ruby Diamond Inspire deck basically. And I would bet you $1 million he's got Falconers in the deck. Because that works really nicely in an Inspire deck. Because then you just give it extra damage to the Master. And then they got these 2 flyers that just turn into monsters. Like 5 damage each. And if you can't deal with the Master, then you're just like, oh snap. Yeah. But obviously, it doesn't matter what he throws out at this point. As long as I hit a blood, I'll be able to murder stuff and just keep, I don't really need more troops on the board. If I do get a blood, I'll throw out another Root Dancer, buff this guy double, and then, yeah, this whole game will be over very quickly. Pretty much regardless of what he does this turn. I really don't see a Heatwave coming. If he did a Ruby here and a Heatwave, I'd be so surprised. I don't know if he's meant to be, honestly. It's not a streamer's tournament, like it's just the Hex Realms tournament. I mean, it's probably just, everyone's mature, no one's going to just say, oh, no, I won, no, I did. No, I did, no, I did. That sort of stuff. I mean, I'm recording anyway, I got it streamed, so, if I do win, obviously I'll have proof of that, so it'd be silly for him to try and argue, but yeah, I mean, as long as one person's, streaming or recording, that's fine, in that type of situation. So let's see if I get that blood resource, that'd be pretty awesome. Because then I'd play out this, oh, there it is. Beautiful. So now he has to block this guy, and he's really just, this is game. There's really no way he's going to be able to recover from this. So bang. There's just no way. Like, there's nothing. Nothing. I could even just attack with everything, because he has to block the 7. And I don't care if he kills this, like, honestly. I couldn't give a shit. I don't need it anymore. I can always bring it back if I absolutely must. But yeah, I can just tank with everything. I mean, he may kill this if he could have stuff in hand that he can do, obviously, recover with and heals and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, well, let's see what he does. He might kill this, but I really don't mind. I mean, I know this is not going to die. It's already too big. So I can always just bring that back next turn, replay it, and then play a resource again if I absolutely have to. So I mean that means I just don't have to use a murder. Obviously I could have done that, but yeah, and that also makes this guy grow even more. So yeah, and he's already down to 8. So I don't see how I can lose. I mean, he missed the 1 resource drop, and he hasn't got any rubies. So yeah, it's pretty much game over. It's going to be a quick one. This sort of hand, and the resources, I don't need more resources now. More is, if I do hit more though, they're fine, because they still do give me benefits. He's got another one of those. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, this time he has to block this, so... Yeah, I mean, he has to block it, so he's got, there's no tricks up his sleeve, so he has to block that. There's no way around it, so I can just bring out if I get a resource, I'll bring out the other Brute Dancer. Otherwise, I can just murder it. Obviously I can just murder and just win, which, I might as well. There's another Brute Dancer. Anyway, let's just finish this game. It is over. There's really nothing he could do. I mean, besides maybe a blinding light. So yeah, GG. So I'll just swing in now and finish. And that's game. So now we'll go to game 2. is a best of 3. So if I win the next one, that'll be it. So I had a really nice start there, really good. Didn't miss a resource, I don't think. I did, get that. Yeah. So that worked out really nice. That was a good hand. Got what I needed, and yeah, took the game very easily. He missed a resource, and that cost him quite heavily. So let's go into game 2 now. So bang, send challenge. There we go. So let's see if I can get another. The first game that froze, I had a decent hand, like a pretty good hand. Second game, obviously, very nice hand. Let's see if I can continue that. So far, from what I can see in the background there, it was looking alright. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. 2 bottles, 2 resources. The life siphon, obviously, you don't want to cast that early anyway. So yeah, definitely keeping this. So yeah, this is a pretty nice hand. I mean, I can combat trick with the wild growth with a battle hopper if I can get to the 3rd resource. Because or even this, but that'll be a bit. The battle hopper I could do and keep the resources open, and he'll be like, oh, what's happening here, sort of thing. Like he may not expect it. But yeah, I'm likely to get some more resources as well. Yeah, getting the scout again early is good, because I don't think my opponent's going to be running Heatwave. Hello, Before Night, how are you going? I don't think I've seen you before. Are you new to my stream? I say that because I just don't recognize the name. Normally I can... Have you talked before, though? Have you talked? That is the question. The name does sound familiar, but there's a lot of people with Night in their names, so maybe I'm just forgetful. Early onset of Alzheimer's, perhaps. No worries. Sorry, I forgot. Alright, so this is game 2 of a best of 3 in the HEXrealms.com tournament. So there's a blood, so that's nice. So I'll play that out. All my wild cards are pretty much. I got one couple cards in the deck that are like 3. I got Onslaught as an alternate finisher. So let's see. Do I want to play? Yeah, let's. I think I'll use the bottle here because then actually, yes, I will, because that gets me a battle hopper now, as opposed to later. Hello, Enemy Dragon. How you going? So another life siphon. Not exactly what I wanted, but it's not horrible. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely not horrible. I'd prefer to get it later on when I've actually got lots of resources. Just finish off my opponent, but that's okay because I do have other good stuff. We got this out, which he'll attack. I'll take the 1 damage. That's fine. But after that, I can combat trick now with this wild growth on that little battle hopper that he would be like, that's no threat. It's just a 0/1. Let's attack him with everything. And then he dies. That's cool. So let's see. Shield Trainer, that's fine. Nothing too threatening coming out yet, but he's off to obviously a better start than he was previous game. He's actually got stuff on board. Alrighty, so let's see what I draw, because I may want a combat trick, so I can't really bring out. I may bring out the bottle, and then yeah, let's see. So obviously I'm going to play the resource. Bring out the scout. He'll still attack because my scout won't beat a 2/3. Match score. Currently I'm 1 up, so I've won one. I won the first game, and we're on the second game now. So I think I'll just take the damage this turn. I'll bring this out. Yeah, let's get him out. Because yeah, I mean, if I hit a resource, I could wild aura him. Actually, because that actually stops him from attacking anyway. Because he needs to. Well, unless he brings out another troop, which is likely. But he'll attack. He'll still attack with this because that would be a good trade for him. Obviously, I wouldn't block that, but he would keep this back to block this. Because if this hits his champion, then it just gets bigger. So yeah. And then that way I can do my combat tricks when I need to. Hopefully, I mean, if he is running Heatwave, he could play Ruby and do it, but he would lose one of his dudes. I'd lose mine. That'd be not too big of a deal. And I really, really, really do not see him running it. Very, very unlikely. Alright, so at the moment I'm not too concerned about any of this. Yeah, not concerned at all. But he may be running Galwain, which will do a lot of damage across the board if he can get those rubies and play him out. Like, he's missed a resource maybe here. So he's only got 2, so maybe he's resource screwed again. And again, by playing this, he kept this back now because he wants to block it. He could have attacked with it. I wouldn't have blocked, and he would still have this. But maybe he's worried about, combat tricks. So I can't really. Let's see what I draw here. Alright, that's exactly what I wanted. A resource, and it's a blood, so it's got. So now if I do this, it makes my guy a 4/3. So if I attack, he could have heroic inspiration. I could potentially lose this here. So it's probably best I wait till next turn. That way I could potentially do a wild growth just to push it over even higher. So I'll bring out the bottle for now, and I will use it, and that will leave me wild growth potential still. And then next turn, and that means if because I don't need to be aggressive just yet, because he could double block it to kill this, and that would be worthwhile for him, because he might not expect a combat trick. He might, so I could have maybe attacked, but not worth the risk when I can just wait one more turn, and I've still got the bottle to use, still got wild growth I can use during his turn, so he's not going to attack with stuff. So there's that resource I was talking about. So that's good, because now next turn, if he attacks next turn, which I don't think he will, I'll be able to do Wild Aura on this, and yeah, I'm actually going to try and trick him. I'll show you guys a little trap I'll try and set. Like, I'll show him the Wild Aura. I'll put it on before combat, and then he might go, "Ooh, he's used it early. Used the trick early. Maybe that was a mistake." He might think it's a mistake, and then he thinks, "Well, I can just double block and kill it," and then I just Wild Growth, and then he's like, "Ah, snap!" And then I take out 2 troops. So I could potentially do that. So it is sinking here, which is annoying. Don't know why it does this. Like, I know it does it a lot when you do counter magics and stuff, but yeah, sometimes it just randomly for whatever reason. Yeah, I mean, I could block my hand very easily. I've got this. For British eyes only. I could do that, but I really don't care. I mean, if he can see my hand, he can see my hand. Yeah. So yeah, let's hopefully this thing should keep going. It is going to probably be a bit slow between turns now because of this sinking though. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've got this game in the bag. So yeah, it shouldn't freeze up because of the fact that it was shuffling cards around. Generally, when it does that, it'll recover. There we go. See, it did. Whereas the first game we were playing, it just sat there not shuffling cards around or anything, just sat there for a good 3-4 minutes or whatever it was. So we did decide to restart. But yeah, at this time, when you see the cards shuffling, generally it does end up recovering and the game continues. So he's got his ruby here. So Lord Alexander, fair enough. Yeah, no, it definitely would be. Because it just goes through all the cards in the graves and that's a bit problematic though, the 5 back end there. Let me see, so if I did the wall, yeah, no, that's fine. So I can still combat trick that. I could combat trick here and kill this, but not really worth it. I'll just take the damage, because I want to kill this, and if he tries to block my guy, I'll combat trick. So he'll do 4, so I'll plenty of health with both combat tricks. So definitely not going to waste one, because that will kill this, and that's more important to kill. These aren't a problem; they're nothing. But this guy giving everything else speed, that's definitely a problem. So we want to try to kill that. So yeah, even if he double blocks my guy, I'll still be able to kill this, because I'll give it an extra 2 damage there, an extra 3 here. So that's a huge buff. That'll kill both of these, and my guy will survive. Unless, of course, no, he's at 0 resources. So I mean, I mean, he may not even block. He might just take the damage, which is, that'll be a problem, because then he could potentially bring out something nasty and just do a lot of damage to me. So it could end up backfiring, but I mean, I will do it. If he doesn't block, obviously I can use the Wild Growth and Combat Trick and kill something with the Battle Hopper. But yeah, hopefully we can make him fall into the trap. That's a sexy one. Unfortunately, I can't do that. So I can bring in a Battle Hopper as well, though, so I can actually bring in another blocker. But yeah, I can't put this on it yet. But when I can, it'll be very nice. Which will be, next turn. So let's attack. Hopefully I don't accidentally skip my attack phase here. Let's do this slowly. That would be bad. Why? What happened to my 5th resource? Oh, fuck's sake. That could possibly have cost me the game. I needed that 5th resource to do my combat trick. That is a son of a bitch. Alright, so I want to Typhon, but I can't. If I hit enter now, it might, do the attacking phase. So let's see. I can still Wild Growth, but I can't Wild Aura at the same time, so that's where it's really annoying. Bugger it. Oh well, that's just. I'll type to him now. That's really annoying. The threshold. So he's only blocking once, so that's okay. So it's not going to affect the game too much, hopefully. I mean, it is still really annoying. But hopefully it doesn't affect the game too much. Now, maybe I can still win this. But, had he double blocked there, I would have, I would have had to use Wild Growth and I could have killed this. But I would have, so at least it's okay. I'm going to make my guy bigger here, so it's probably okay. Yeah, that's okay. It's really not, but I mean, the fact that I didn't lose this guy and I still got to get damage in, and that's okay. I'm not too worried yet about that bug, because next turn, with the 3, because I've got 4, obviously I would have preferred to be on 5 because I do run Onslaught in the deck. So I could potentially just wallop in with a lot of damage. But anyway, so next turn I can Blood Aura and Wild Growth, so that'll be really nice. That'll get me a lot of health. Hello, Phoenix Forge Hex. What? I guess that's right. Yeah, Phoenix Forge Hex. How are you going? Welcome to the stream. I don't recognize your name. Maybe you've been here before. If not, follow my stream, please. So this is currently the HEXrealms.com tournament match. It's a best of 3. I won the first game, and I think I'm in a pretty good position here. Yeah, Phoenix Forge. Okay. So yeah, I'm in a pretty good position. It should be on. I played out a resource. It didn't give me the permanent resource. It did give me the threshold though. So that could have been really nasty, but luckily for me, he did only block with 1 troop, which I then hit over the top with a Wild Aura. So that's going to get speed here. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. So let's see what he does. He'll probably attack with everything. There's really not much. Well, no, he'll want to keep something back to maybe chunk block this. So he'll probably keep. Oh no, he will probably keep enough back to kill this, potentially. Try and kill it next turn. So he may even keep like both of these back. Nope, he's going all in. So if I had that resource now, I could combat trick like this guy with my Battle Hopper. So that is annoying. So let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do I take it? That is the question. I think so, because I'm gonna keep. Yeah, I mean he does have Steadfast though, which is annoying. Yeah, I'll just take it. I mean, really, the unfortunate thing is I could have killed this right now had the game not bugged out, so hopefully that won't cost me the game, because, I mean, honestly, I would be doing that right now. I would be definitely well-growthing and just taking this guy out. But I cannot, because of the bug. And now I'm down to a very low amount of health, which could be very problematic. But hopefully it doesn't cause me, I should also be able to do 5 damage life siphons and whatnot. But anyway, that's that. It's a bug. Hopefully, again, hopefully it doesn't cost me the game. That would be disappointing. So prep phase. So Blood Aura though, I mean I should be in a fine position because that's going to make my guy 6 damage. Then I'm going to buff him up to 9 temporarily, which he'll probably block. Because I can just jump block these. So he'll probably block, double block with them. So actually, let me see. So 6 damage, so yeah, it won't. Yeah, another wild growth. Cool. Alright, so let's think about this. If I don't, I want a Blood Aura just to get the health, so I'll definitely be doing that. So let's hopefully see him double block here. That would be great. And also, if I had, that extra resource would have been really nice right now. Really would have been nice before as well. So let's see what he does. So I'm actually going to play this now, because then he'll still think, oh, I can still do 6, enough damage to kill that, and he'll only lose 1 guy. So I'll do this now before he even has to declare blockers. So yeah, that maybe he'll be more likely to then think, I don't have anything else. So I'll do it now, and he'll be like, oh, it's just a Blood Aura. Oh, and he's done it early. So maybe he'll be like, oh, I can still kill that if I double block. Which he might have done anyway. But this, he might be like, oh yeah, I'll double block that, because now it's got Blood Aura, so now I'm removing even more from the game. So it's more likely to make him want to block this and kill it, because I'm going to gain life. So he's probably, that's why I'm showing him it, before he's declared blockers phase. So let's see what he does. Maybe he'll just take the damage. We'll soon find out. I mean, I really doubt it, but he's thinking about it. He's really thinking. He's concerned, as he should be. But I'm hoping that I'm showing him the Blood Aura, so he's like, ooh, that's a tasty dude to take out. And he's thinking now, well, I can double block, I'll only lose 1 guy. Unless there's a wild growth. So yeah. Did he not block at all? Wow. Okay. Wow, that's really surprising. I'm gonna do it anyway. I need the health. And that gets him even lower. Hopefully he doesn't have anything nasty coming next turn. Yeah, he didn't block, so that was quite surprising. So that puts him down to 8 now, me back to 17. And now this guy's even bigger. So obviously that will go down by 3, so it'll be a 7-4, I believe. So yeah, yeah, nice health swap indeed. So yeah, I mean, again, I'm missing that 1 resource, but it shouldn't be a problem. I can just chump block these. They don't have crush or anything. I don't even need to. I can just let the damage through if that's all he's got. He may bring out something else, like something, maybe a 4-drop. Maybe like I really don't know what it. There's not really any 4-drops that are going to be too big of a deal. Like it's not like you can bring out a Rampaging Turesk with crush. Or anything, just, yeah, so this should be fine. Sword Trainer, I mean, that's kind of good for him, because that will be pretty, it's not bad. It's got speed. I don't need to block, well, let's see. Let's think about this. I mean, I could block, I don't want to use both blockers, because that's very risky. Especially if he brings out something really big on the next turn with speed. Because, I mean, obviously he's going to have to block this with the shit thing is you can block and do 6. My wild growth will. Yeah. We'll see. So he now has to block this, obviously, because I'm gonna. So he's attacking with everything. So let's see. So I'm gonna take 3, 12. He's got nothing else open. So I've actually got this game pretty much in the bag. So I don't even need to block here. Then again, he could have. I should block maybe 1. Yeah, I think I'll block 1, just so I'm a little bit healthier in case of something like burn to the ground. Or he can live obviously next turn, so I will keep 1 back. It could be a bad move, but I will block 1. So I'll just block that. Block 3 damage there. Block that. And I might draw into, like, I've got plenty of other troops I can draw into and whatnot. So who knows what I'll draw here. Another wild growth would be good. Having 2 wild growths and then just bang bang and just so much damage going through. And also a lot of heals. So yeah, we're both at 8 health now. But I'm going to heal for 10. Regardless of what he does. Like, he may kill, let's see, so it's going to be 9 health. So he can actually kill it. But I'll kill 5, 8. No, I won't kill much of his actually. That's if he triple blocks. That's if he triple blocks, which I'm pretty sure he will. So it's not the greatest. Because yeah, I won't kill too much. So I can do a 4 damage life siphon afterwards. So if he lets some damage splash over, like he doesn't block at all, then I can just win with 4 damage. So let's think about this. Obviously I have to attack. I can't just stay on low health. So let's just do it. Let's just attack. This is unfortunate that I'm only just now. I could be on 6 resources. At least I should be. Just change the game a bit as well. Like, this is bigger than it should be because I would have killed this. And anyway, let's see what he does. So if he doesn't block with all 3, then I win the game. So I'm going up to 10 damage, so I can kill like 2, and then I'll lose my guy, but I'll have another life. So actually, I'll pretty much I'll be fine. This is my game still, unless of course he top decks something really nice, or he's got something really nice in hand. So let's see what he does. He may not block with all 3, so that will be good. If he doesn't, then like I said, if he doesn't block with all 3, then I win. So what's he doing? Maybe if he's risk going down to 1 health, that's also crazy. He has to block. Come on, at least with this to block 5 damage. Is he gonna risk it? That's crazy. That's craziness. When you got 7 damage with possible wild growths and stuff just to push through, and I'm in blood, so you've got to expect life siphons as well. So there's no way he's not gonna block, at least with. So yeah, so I've won the game. So because that's I'm still going to get enough damage over the top, and then I just finish with the life siphon. So he made a correct decision in actually blocking, but yeah, he's still dead because of life siphon. And yeah, my health is plenty, so yeah. GG, buddy. So yeah, that worked out nicely. Luckily that resource that got 8 didn't really affect the game too much, and I was still able to win. So there's was that double life drain? No. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Wouldn't really mattered, even if I didn't gain life, he's still dead. So, but yeah. If you multi-block, does crushing count versus every guy, or is it a total thing? Basically, if say for example he blocked with 2 guys, I'd still, if I had damage that still splashes over, then, if like say I've got 7 damage and he blocks with 2 3/3s, 1 damage will still go into the champion. I guess the fix was for life. I don't know what he's talking about, honestly. But anyway, so he was dead regardless of what happened there. Like, he's yeah. Anyway, so that was some good games. So yeah, took that 2-0. I will now quickly post on the HEX Realms forum to post my result. I'm just posting that. Please reload the window. Okay. Just mentioning how he couldn't get a ruby to save his life in those games, which, you know, it happens. I'll show you guys my deck. I mean, luckily for me, my deck is very low cost. So as you can see, all the wild, except for Onslaught, is this one's 3 threshold. Every other wild card is 1, so they're very easy to play. And then Blood, Blood is where it's a little bit trickier with Life Siphons, Murders, and Necessary Sacrifice. I mean, I could change these out for Persecute. Like I've got 1 Persecute, but generally it's okay. I'm running a little bit more Blood than I am Wild, and with its low costs, it works pretty nicely. We've got cantrip effects. We've got card draw, which we can use on battle hoppers, or like on this guy, get 2 more battle hoppers. So you're always going to pretty much have stuff you can sacrifice. Generally, unless you're under a really heap of pressure, you have to use them as blockers. Calm down, Bella. So yeah, then you got as you saw, the blood auras. Had he been able to kill my scout, I could just bring it back out of the grave, and then that threat returns. Also running just 1 Rooster Saw because. With all these little battle hoppers they can potentially have, or just little weak dudes, this guy actually then turns into something nice, and also can be just a heal if I need it. It's also another good target with Wild Root Dancer. So Wild Root Dancer combos really nicely, obviously with Scouts, combos nicely with the Senseis, because if I do bring them back from the grave, I get to draw a card again. Combos pretty much nicely with any troop, really. But the Roosters, the Scouts, and the Senseis are the best 3 to use it on. And these guys, I mean, buffing these guys as well. Let me zoom in here. Buffing these guys with Root Dancer and stuff is not bad as well. If you have to, if you've got nothing else to buff, then you buff these, and then when it does die, you get 2 battle hoppers, which then you could use Necessary Sacrifice on or block with. And then say you've buffed him a couple times, and you bring him back, and then when he dies again, if he does, you'll get battle hoppers again, which is not a bad thing. And then you've got only a couple wild growths, but they do go back into your deck, so that's okay. But yeah, I mean, Root Dancer probably, he's pretty powerful, but he's very easy to deal with being a 2-body. But like for example, now that they've added that Diamond Flyer, let me bring him up. A lot of people were like, "Oh my god, it's too good," and maybe it shouldn't have 3 things here. But it is just a 1 troop. Compare it to the Root Dancer, I'd say it's probably actually balanced. Wild's got a really nice 3-drop, Diamond's now got a really nice 3-drop that, if you don't deal with it, you're in trouble. It is rare, just like the Root Dancer here. So, I mean, a lot of people are saying it's too much, having Life Drain, Flight, and Steadfast, especially when you can buff it and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's easy to deal with being a default 2-body. Persecute can deal with it as a 2-drop. Murders can obviously deal with it, all that sort of stuff. It can get out of hand. It is pretty nice. Maybe if it didn't have Steadfast, it'd be better. But again, if you compare it to Wild Root Dancer, it's not bad. And then let's have a look at the other cards to see what their 3-drops are. Because I'm pretty sure every color has something nice for 3. Like for example, the first one, Blood. Everyone knows this guy. So there's your Blood equivalent. He's very nice. He's also socketable. Give me a sec. My dog wants my attention. Looking at it in the context of what you've got in the other colours, it's really not OP, because you've got this guy, which is really good. Like, he goes back to your hand, you can keep replaying him, you can socket him with this socket. I don't know if that's working yet, I don't think so, but like that, for example, just making your opponent discard over and over again when you replay him is bloody nice, especially when you get to do, look at 3 cards as well. And then you get to choose which one they discard, so it's really nice. So there's a really nice 3-drop for Blood. So you got Blood, Diamond, and Wild there with really nice 3-drops. And yeah, that socket gem is bugged. But that's fine. When it is in, it'll be awesome. I've got really nice discard decks already, which will just make them even better and annoy your people even more. So Sapphire, let's have a look at Sapphires and Ruby. So I know what Ruby's one. I mean, Ruby has a couple of your 3-drops. Sapphire, on the other hand, let's have a look. In terms of 3-drops, nothing too amazing that I can think of off the top of my head. I mean, their 4-drops really nice. This guy's unblockable and socketable. Let's see. The best 3-drop though, probably just doesn't have one. Maybe it's not in the game. Oh, Buccaneer's good. Buccaneer is really nice. Probably not on the same. Yeah, no, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. I mean, you are slowing down your opponent, make them waste another turn. Like they basically, if someone plays out a 3-drop troop and then you play out this next turn, you've not only negated their previous turn, the one where they played the troop, you've then negated their next turn. If they replay, the next turn, for example, that's 2 turns you make your opponent waste. So it is a very nice 3-drop, and they have lots of other nice. Sapphire has lots of nice cards. Like you also got Counter Magic as 3. You've got really nice 4-drops. You've got Spell Shield for anything. Yay! So Sapphire's really nice. Lots of really good cards in Sapphire. But then, so now onto Ruby. So if you compare, let's see. So you got a few good 3-drops in Ruby. Let me find them. You got Gemcraze Berserker, which is pretty nice, just really good aggression, but I mean that's not on the same level as the previous, like Root Dancers and Ponies and all that. But what would be on the same level, perhaps, is, let me find him. This guy's a really nice 4-drop, stealing stuff. Here we go, Veteran Gladiator. In terms of 3-drop, that just, if your opponent plays something out, you're just, getting your damage in, and that's really what Ruby is about, getting, aggressive. Ruby that's its strongest point. Like anyone who watched the Streamers tournament will see how good Ruby is in terms of aggression. That's its main role. I mean, obviously it can do other stuff, especially if you pair it with other colors, but just looking at the cards in terms of just their, by themselves, in their colors, that's probably it's also got this as a 3-drop, which is not anything to snivel at. Inspire Swift Strike is really strong. That's really it's pretty damn strong. Swift Strike, very nice effect. But yeah, the Veteran Gladiator is very nice. But yeah, probably. I mean, I guess you could. Yeah, I mean, so that would to me be the cards that I would compare him against. The Diamond guy's really nice. Looks really OP when you first look at him, but then when you think about what the other colors have, really it's not. It's not OP at all. I mean, I was saying it was OP when I first saw it. I was like, it's OP just because it is pretty nasty, but so is Inquisitors, so is Root Dancers. If you don't deal with these cards, you're in a hell of a lot of pain. Like this by itself could win you the game by itself potentially. But so can a Root Dancer followed with like a Battle Hopper even, this probably has more potential to win you the game than say a Root Dancer. I mean, if you comboed a Root Dancer with this, oh my god! Actually, I could probably do a Blood Wild Diamond deck with Call to the Grave, Root Dancers, this guy. Similar stuff to what I've already got. Like I'll keep the Senseis in for the cantrip. You'd keep in a couple bottles. You'd run more Persecutes than you would Murders because they're 3 colors. So you'd run like 3 of these, take out Murder completely, all that sort of stuff. Actually, you know what? I'm going to build that deck right now. So BWD, save deck. What's happening? I think it's going to say. The message saved successfully. I could even throw in Inquisitors, but unfortunately he's not working yet with the gem. So it's not letting me add cards at all. So maybe I've disconnected from the server. Easy way to test is to do that and go load and see if the deck is actually saved, which it's not. So I think I've lost connection. I guess we'll see everyone. So that's weird. So let's try again. BWD, save deck. What's going on? Maybe I've lost connection to the card server or something, because they probably have servers for... There we go, work this time. Okay. Sure, man, let me just quickly build this deck and then I'll try it against you. It's probably going to be pretty garbage, honestly, but we will see. Where is he? There's too many good cards. It's so hard to just pick 60 cards. Like, I want to run this, and I want to run this, and... too many. I don't really care, man. It's not like we're doing a serious game or anything. Do what you want. Just you can listen just as you play. I don't care. So where is he? There he is. You really don't need him, man. Really don't need to. So what else did I want? Persecutes. That's at the bottom. I haven't had any bugs with shards. I guess I could though, yeah, sometimes. I haven't noticed it myself though. But I do need it in tricolor, so... Oh, I know what I'm missing. There, I'll try something different. So let's think. I could also... Let me think. Really not in diamond for much, am I? Really not really worth it, really, when you look at it, but I'll try it out. Also pretty risky because he has 2 threshold. Champion. That'll do. Save deck. Alrighty, so there he is. That's alright. Oh no, it's the Ruby Wild. Oh no. Sweet. Damn. That's a lot of damage. Bloody dog. A lot of Shards of Fate already. Hopefully, I did the diamond there, so next turn I can guarantee play this. Oh, actually, no, I don't get a permanent. Yeah, so I can't play it next turn unless I get just a normal. So if I get a normal resource, I can play that next turn. If not, I'll just use like the cooking pot, make him discount, lose a charge. So what's happening here? Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Oh, there we go. So give me these. Continue. So hopefully I draw a blood would be nice. Blood, yeah, and then I can play that. But if I don't, play this, get a blood, and use the cooking pot, make him lose a card. So he doesn't have any rubies yet, which is good. Already down to 14 though. He's probably all, yeah. So that tells me what to do. So I'll grab a blood here. Make him discard something. just a while. Okay, that wasn't very good. I could have waited, but I was hoping I was holding on to like a bunch of burns and stuff. Oh well, at least he also lost a charge. So it's not just, he took 1 damage. He discarded a resource. It slows him down in terms of potentially, getting to a resource every turn to do big stuff. So he got another one. But yeah, I mean, he's probably got a burn, so he'll probably kill this. Because he did see me build the deck, so of course he'd be running it anyway, but he doesn't have a ruby yet. So hopefully this guy gets at least 1 attack in so I can get some health back. That would be pretty nice. I'll get 1 health back from this as well. And draw a card. When I do use it, which is not yet. This guy's coming out. He's coming out, and hopefully my opponent doesn't hit that ruby, because then he'll at least get 1 swing in. Which would be nice. Just 1 swing is all I want. So a Root Dancer. That changes what I'm going to do with this, that's for sure. I'm going to get a wild so I can play him next turn, and then if I get another resource I can make this bigger. Potentially. So let's go grab that wild. Like so. So it's gonna tell him that I've, it doesn't tell him what I've got, it tells him I've got a wild. And I needed it. Or I'm just thinking to the future. So it doesn't tell him too much, because obviously I could just be, I am sitting on, I could have went for the blood, because I am sitting on 2, but these are late game things anyway. Like, I can't afford to use this unless I've gained life. Like, against a ruby, ruby wild deck. So hopefully he doesn't get the ruby yet. Woohoo! And hopefully I draw a resource. If I draw a resource, this will be excellent. Absolutely excellent. So, let's see what we get. Come on, resource. Oh yeah, the gods are with me, and it's a blood as well. Heart of the cards, and the game is frozen. No, come on. Come on, don't freeze on me now, bro. Oh no, I've clicked that. Hopefully it doesn't register. Because I want to play this first, obviously. But yeah, it's being the frozens. I'll just give it out. I'm going to guarantee get in 5. So that's pretty awesome. And then again, I am running Call to the Grave, so when I pull him out later, that'll be awesome. And I can also use the bottle now, so I might as well. I'm going to go back up to 19 health, so I've been to back up. And I've got 2 life savers in hand, and active pain. So if you can't deal with this, which is very hard for him to deal with now, even in Ruby, you'd have to use like Burn to the Ground, or which he could if he draws a. Well, he needs 2 threshold for that. Ragefire requires 2, and it would require an escalation and all that sort of jazz. So let's attack him. Come on, game. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. So yeah, I mean that's very nice combo. Got really lucky getting those Shards of Fate, like 3 of them at the start of the game. Pretty awesome. Now I've got, threshold requirements met for the deck. I don't have anything that's wild that's 2 thresholds, so Bob's your uncle. So yeah, probably like he said, it's probably GG. I mean, he's sitting on 3 cards and he doesn't have a ruby yet. So if he gets a ruby, who knows what. I really don't think he's going to have anything to be able to kill this yet, so I'm at least going to get another attack in. So if I get another resource, I can make it even stronger, and then I can wild growth as well. Actually, I can just win next turn. If I get a resource next turn, I just win. Because I can buff this to 7, wild growth to 10, and then life siphon for 5. If I hit a resource. And that will be, 1 more extra damage than I need. And yeah, he didn't get anything, so it's probably over next turn if I hit the resource. Unfortunately for him, he's not hitting the rubies, even though he's got more rubies than he does. It just happens, you know. It's just how it goes. So there it is, there's the GG. I did get the resource. So, I mean, might as well just do it now. So, just to show him, yes, you're dead, buddy. Pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Came out of nowhere. Boom. Alright, so that was a quick one. What just happened? Did my attack not register? I mean, I saw the line, but yeah, that obviously it doesn't matter. There's really no way for him to kill this. And he doesn't look like he hit the ruby anyway. Oh, well, he hasn't drawn yet. But even if he hits a ruby, there's no way he can kill this. I got another last time. But let's see if he did anyway. I don't think he did it. And I draw a red drop. So yeah, didn't make any difference. He got ruby screwed. But yeah, I haven't answered his question yet, like rematch. I'm probably going to get a lunch after this, so I'll let him know in the chat on Twitch. Or I'll type it in a second. So how he did kill this, I could just bring it back out, replay it, and all that jazz. Let's see what I'll get anyway as well from this. Have a looky. A look-see at the deck. So that's wild growth again. Just to show him that, look, we got another wild growth. And another life 7. So same as last turn. Yeah, that was some pretty awesome card draw. Like all the cards I've drew this game, just everything I needed to. I got the Root Dancer buff. This got a Call to the Grave, so if it had died, I could pull it back. 2 life siphons, 2 wild growths. Just yeah. Obviously, had he had Ruby, he would have been able to kill this. But yeah. Yeah. I will be back later for some more games. So anyone who hasn't followed me on Twitch, please do so. It's much appreciated. And I'll catch you guys shortly. As I said, take a lunch. So I'm going to close down the stream, get some noms. Yeah, just take a break. Probably be back. Probably an hour, I'd say. Yeah, I'll probably be back in about an hour. So thanks again for watching, guys.